I caught it, and I was so excited that I slammed my face like straight in, like I cracked the back of my head straight onto the asphalt, and then I passed out.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the third episode of Slurp Up, the show with good drinks and even better questions. Before we get started, let's take a moment to thank our sponsor for this episode. The sponsor is Distinct Innovations, Incorporated and Bauer Interior Design by Heidi Bauer. With 30 years of experience, we do home staging and space planning. Heidi recently took over her parents' business, Bauer Interior Design, which was established in 1976 and specializes in doing custom window treatments, blinds, draperies, and soft window treatments. So before we head into the questions, I wanted to ask, why did you choose this drink and why is it your favorite?
Well, I just love ube or taro flavored things. Yep. I think it's because sweet, but it's also kind of buttery, which is nice. And back in the day, I used to work at this ice cream shop. Oh. And I used to make these, taro or ube milkshakes every once in a while.
In Washington?
No, I was back in SoCal.
Oh, you lived in California?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
We used to buy 5-gallon drums of it, so we had a lot of ice cream. Yeah.
Taro makes me feel sick after drinking.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I don't no, it's fine. If I drink the whole thing, then I'll feel sick. Okay. It's just a little sip.
My bad.
But I didn't try it yet.
Is it too buttery or is it
No, it's just really sweet and it kind of makes me feel sick. I don't want to throw up.
You know, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
I don't really like it.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's so creamy.
I know.
Anyway, it's not that bad.
Fair enough, man.
But speaking of the reason that you came to PSA, why did you choose to be a history teacher? Out of all the subjects?
Well, okay, because whenever people talk about history, they're like, "Oh man, history's so boring. We already know this stuff. What does it matter?" Mm-hmm. But I had a history teacher back in high school who I don't know, he made it come to life. He made it feel way more relevant than I initially thought. I never realized how things were connected or how things snowballed so crazy. One event could be connected to 50 other events in the history. So that was very, very interesting. And I also wanted to be history's not boring. I want to make sure students know that history isn't boring. So my attempt is to do that. We'll see. I'm not successful yet, but I'm gonna get there. It's gonna happen.
It's fun. History's fun. I like it. We're trying. Yeah, I feel teachers are a big part of liking the subject.
Exactly.
Too.
So
making it fun to learn.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the goal.
You're doing good. It's good.
Thank you.
But besides being a history teacher, was there anything else you wanted to do before? When you were a kid, you had a wish or something?
I mean, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I just knew I wanted to have something to where I could have not a consistent schedule, but kind of have a plan, a general idea. And I did the structure of okay, I'm gonna have a certain amount of vacation days, because I always knew I wanted to have a family, and I figured being a teacher would allow me to do that a little bit more easily and be able to actually spend time with my kids, because I know my mom, she used to work a lot, so it was harder to create those connections, and I wanted to try something a little different.
So you didn't have but when you were a kid, you didn't have any a fireman or something like that?
I think when I was 8, I was I'm going to be a lawyer and a doctor, because if anyone ever sued me, I could sue them back, something crazy that.
You'd be set for life.
I mean,
if you
that's a lot of school though. Think about the amount of money you'd be putting down for school, medical school and law school. You'd be down the whole 1.5 million.
It takes 6 years. Well, a lot of years in total to actually
because you got 4 years of college, then you got 4 years of medical school, then you got to apply to residency, and then depending on your specialty, if you're going into a surgeon, you're in residency for 12 years. So I'd be done at 40. 40 would be.
Oh yeah, if you start now, you're saying?
No, if I start at 18, because 4 years of of college, right? So then you're 22, 4 years of medical school, then you're 28, and then 12 years for residency. That's 40. It really puts things.
That's too long.
Yeah.
This was a good move, honestly. We love having you in PSA.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was about to say y'all made the transition really easy, so I appreciate that.
Did you have any difficulties while you were preparing to become a teacher, or anything like that?
Well, I'm not a morning person, so that's been really hard.
No,
I was it's okay. That's why I said no judgment. First period, it's hard. Everyone's trying to wake up, and we're all just kind of sitting there okay, it's a new day. I think I might need to start drinking caffeine if I'm being honest. We'll see. Actually, maybe not. We'll see. I was like, we're trying out here, like, but yeah.
I'm always late to your class. I'm sorry about that. I'm always like the first period. I'm always late. Usually,
okay.
And it's not my fault. I don't drive.
No,
so.
hey, no blame. I get it. Like I was late to school all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. First period.
Was it your fault or?
Well, I mean,
the person who drove.
I had to walk or drive or ride my bike to school. So.
Oh, did you live like close to the school?
I lived like 3.5 miles away. It wasn't that bad. Yeah.
I used to. I used to live like over here, like
so
5 minutes away, but then we moved.
Yeah, I was about to say, it makes it hard.
I was still late.
Hey,
Basically, almost every day.
It's okay. Well, because then you're like, oh man, I'm only 5 minutes away. Like, I can leave at like 5 minutes before school and it'll be fine. But inevitably something comes up.
That's what you always think, but then you always end up being late.
So I get it. My first period teacher hated me. He was like, dude, why are you always like 10 minutes late to my class? And I'm
what
like,
subject?
First period, my freshman year was PE.
PE?
Yeah.
First period?
We had it at 6:50.
I would hate that, actually.
Yeah, 6:50 is when class started. So I had to like leave my house by like
6:50.
We had something called like we had a 1 through 7. So first period was 6:50, and then the last period was at 3. So 6:50 to 3.
But besides like school related stuff, what do you usually do outside of school? Do you have any like hobbies outside of teaching?
I mean, yeah, I love cooking actually. So yeah,
I'm not the best at cooking.
I mean, that's okay.
What do you cook? Like
everything. I love making a few weeks ago I made like homemade butter chicken. So like that was really fun. Or I like do like Thai basil chicken. I make like all kinds of things. Like whatever I can find a cool recipe for. Like I love making food.
I wish I could do that.
Well, you definitely
I admire
can.
that.
Trust me.
No, like I can.
You got it.
It's kind of hard. I feel
right. Well, the first few times it's gonna like. Yeah. One time I had to make dinner for my family. And they're like, oh man, just make a meatloaf. It'll be super easy. I made the meatloaf. The meatloaf came out orange. It was an orange meatloaf.
Honestly,
it was radioactive, bro. I was like, I saw that and I was like, oof. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I guess we're eating sleep for dinner tonight, guys.
Did it taste bad? Like it looked?
Oh. It was bad. It was good. Like, it was like both moist and too dry. Like it was a weird combo. This
is kind of like related to the previous question, but like what is something that the students would be surprised to find out about you? Like anything at all?
I mean, I'm not sure if y'all are surprised to find out this, but like I'm like really clumsy. Like I'd be like walking, like when I was a kid, I busted my lip or my nose like at least once a week, because when I used to like love running around playing tag, but I had a really hard time like paying attention. So like if someone was chasing me, I'd be looking at them and then I'd sprint straight into brick walls. Like it happened like several times.
So like my brother.
Yeah, I was about to say, I had a lot of concussions back in the day. I think like
Jackson?
Oh yeah, like I think before I was like in the 5th grade, I had like 4 concussions already. Like I was hitting my head a lot.
Do you ever break a bone?
Oh yeah, I broke several fingers. I broke a couple toes.
That's crazy.
I broke my arm like 3 times. I tore my knee multiple times. I've had multiple surgeries on my knee. I cracked my head open one time. Like, yeah, I don't know.
You cracked your head?
Oh, I was playing ultimate frisbee, and I cracked my head open. It was like 7th grade. We were playing on the blacktop. It was like the basketball area. And he threw a long pass, and it was in the zone. So I was like, oh man, I'm gonna get it. So I got it, and I got so excited that I grabbed it that I forgot to put my feet down. So my head went straight down. So I caught it.
How did you put your feet down?
I don't know. Like I caught it, and I was so excited that I slammed my face like straight in. Like I cracked the back of my head straight onto the asphalt, and then I passed out.
Dang.
Yeah, and then I was out of school for like 3 weeks because I like had a pretty bad concussion.
So we were in the hospital for like a while?
I was maybe like a day or two, and then they released me. But then they said when I was at home, I wasn't allowed to do anything. I wasn't allowed to read. I wasn't allowed to watch TV. They're like, sit in the bed, do nothing, don't look at anything. Like I was just like, oh, all right.
I would not be able to survive.
I was pretty sad.
Just like at home doing nothing.
Yeah. And then I was like super behind, but I caught up.
Wait, what grade was this?
7th grade.
Oh. Yeah. At least not high school.
Yeah.
So like it's not as hard.
Wasn't too big a deal.
But did you do any like sports when you were like little or anything like that?
Well, little, not as much when I was younger, but like by the time I hit like upper grades, I started doing swim. Swim was like my main sport, and then when I got
swim.
You
guys had swim?
Yeah.
Oh, that was cool.
So that was fun. There was always usually a pool, and then when I got to high school, I did water polo. Swim, water polo, my main sports.
What is water polo?
it's kind of like a cross between like soccer and like rugby, but in the pool. So it's pretty aggressive.
Wait, what is rugby again? Is it like
like American football? So like it's like soccer and American football, but in the pool. So it's like it's like a 6-man team. I don't know.
Oh, I think I've seen that before on like the Olympics or whatever.
Yeah.
Just like clips of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun though.
Do you like going to like our games or
Oh yeah.
do you find it like
I love going to your guys' games.
Yeah.
I try to go to as many games as I can, although I'm trying to figure out what the balance is on that, because I was about to say, I think 1 week, like, there was a game almost every single day, so I wasn't getting home till, like, 8, and I was like, oh, man.
Yeah, we used to have games every day.
I was like, yeah, which is, I'm very impressed with y'all. Like, y'all get your homework done for the most part, which is awesome, and y'all still go to do sports events, so it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, we enjoy having you there. Like, when we sit on the bench, we, like, see you, and you're, like, so passionate. You're, like, in the game, you're, like, and, like, it's so funny.
I'm trying to work on my, like, I forget that my facial expression, like, I got so used to COVID, like, wearing the mask that, like, no one could see what I was, like, doing under my, so I became very expressive. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so I'm working on, like, staying, like, calm, cool, collected, you know, because every time I see that ball drop, I lose it a little bit, just, you know what I mean? So I get it.
It's, like, intimate, like, sitting, and just, like, watching it go
I was about to say. Yeah. I feel like those crazy soccer moms sometimes, and I'm like, I'm trying to work on that, you know?
You were a worker for the infamous Walla Walla cafeteria for a time.
Let's not talk about that.
Everyone says how it's like the food's kind of bad. It's not even that bad, but like, what is the worst thing you saw during your time working there?
I don't know. I don't think I want to comment on that one.
Wait, like, what exactly did you do? Like,
I worked
food or just like
so
serve it?
I did pizza on the weekend, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I did omelet bars in the morning, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I worked
omelet bars?
So it's like, basically, it's like you have like a bunch of different vegetables, and then I make an omelet in front of you, like, and you get to pick your toppings and stuff, and like cheese and stuff. The omelet bar was actually really good, and the pizza was usually pretty good too.
I don't know if they have omelet bars anymore. I've never seen them.
I was about to say it's only in the morning. So, and usually they only have it weekdays because the guy who does it, Tam, or he used to do it. I'm not sure who does it now. And I think Veronica also used to do it. They only work the morning shift, so they get there at like 6:30 and then they leave at noon.
Do you personally like the food there?
It depends. Like, the breakfast is usually pretty good, and I like the omelet bar. Sushi was usually pretty good, and the stir fry stuff was good.
The sushi, I tried the sushi there.
It was
the only thing, it was fine. It was like the only thing was there was rice, beets, and I think cucumbers.
That's not.
That was the only thing that was there, so it was like so plain.
Oh no, my favorite one.
It wasn't that bad though.
They did like a sweet potato one. It was sweet potato, cucumber, avocado. Oh man, it's like fried sweet potato. It's actually pretty good. And then they have a few other ones, but usually that's pretty consistent. And then the stir fry is honestly probably my favorite thing.
I like the wraps and the pasta.
Oh yeah, the wraps.
I think a lot of people get the pasta.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the ice cream, of course.
Oh yeah. I was about to say.
Yeah.
Can't go to the caf without
getting the ice cream.
I was about to say.
Even breakfast. Some of us, we went for fall classes. Some of the girls got ice cream for breakfast.
Hey, I was about to say, get a little sugar rush going. Get your day started right. I like it.
And then Coach A, I think we lost a game, and then she blamed it on the ice cream. So she didn't let us get ice cream for the next meal. But anyways,
I'm sorry.
After that one, we were able to. But
there we go.
When you first got to the school and were able to get to know everyone, who did you find the most curious or interesting? Students, anyone?
Who did I find the student who had the most curiosity, who asked the most questions?
No, just anyone. Who did you find the most interesting? Just after kind of talking to every class and stuff. From students? Yeah, or anyone, teachers.
Well, immediately I was Mr. Bokov, because he doesn't talk too much, so I was what is going on there? And whenever he does talk, he usually says a really good joke, so I'm I feel I really want to get to know this guy better.
He's actually my relative. I don't know if you knew that.
I did not know that.
My grandpa is his brother, so it's kind of cool.
That's what's up. Yeah, no, I really and then sometimes me and Mr. Bokov just chopping it up. I didn't know he was a really good cook. He loves cooking. And
everyone loves his rice.
I
don't know how to say it in English, but
no, it's all good. He was telling me about how to make some of that stuff. It's dude, you gotta teach me. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Competition.
Oh, I can't compete with that. He's got years of experience on me. I get crushed.
Everyone loves his rice.
Yeah.
But it has meat, so I can't eat.
Oh.
But
sorry.
No, it's fine. But to end this this podcast for today, I planned something interesting. It's just it's pretty basic, but I planned some history questions, and you have to answer.
Oh, dude, that's not happening.
They're not that bad. Okay.
I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna fail.
You got it. Starting off easy, who's the first president of the USA?
George Washington.
Okay.
No. Oh, no.
No, that's wrong.
What?
I'm kidding.
Oh, my. Okay. I was like, oh, no, I'm so cooked.
That one's easy.
Yeah.
Who was the first ruler of the Mongol Empire?
The official, I mean, I'm assuming it would be Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
But, oh, okay.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that homie was a real conqueror. He killed everybody.
I don't know.
Oh, my bad. Never mind.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Which 4 presidents are in Mount Rushmore?
I should definitely know this. Oh, this is bad. Washington,
Yeah.
Lincoln, Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Washington, Lincoln, Roosevelt. Jackson?
No. Do you want a hint?
No, you just got to tell me I got it wrong. What was the last one?
Thomas Jefferson.
Okay, I definitely should have got that one right.
What is considered the largest empire in history?
Oh, it would be when the Mongols took over China, or it would be the British Empire because it circumvented multiple countries.
Yeah, the Mongol Empire. Yeah. And then last question. This one's pretty random. Which fabric was invented in ancient China?
Silk.
Oh, wow. That was quick.
Yeah.
I was thinking you wouldn't get that one for some reason. I don't know why. I feel like it's
I was about
random.
to say, well, that one's easier than like the Mount Rushmore. I feel like I definitely should know the Mount Rushmore one, but like I haven't really thought about it in a while, so.
Okay, you got them all, actually. I'm impressed.
Almost.
Yeah.
It would be really bad if I mean, I did get one of them wrong, but we'll
I tried not to make them so hard, to not make you look bad.
I appreciate that. Okay.
This is all we have for today.
Let's go.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
It was really nice talking to you, and I'm sure the viewers got to know you better too. I did too. So yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you for drinking it,
Yeah,
even though it tasted bad.
Even though it was pretty bad, I'll drink it again.
Don't do that to yourself, man.
It's not that bad, bud.
Okay.
I tasted better ube before. Tune in to the next episode. Thank you so much for watching the 3rd episode.
Have a good day, guys.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
Bake it, no one knows. We can't tell.
Honestly, don't like it.
It's okay.
It tastes kind of weird.
That's fair.
It doesn't even taste like blueberry, in my opinion.
Oh, I can't taste anything, so I actually don't know what it is right now.